here comes trouble.
Simon Phillips, man who couldn't even be bothered to show up to honor and pride. I guess we should be graced by his presence tonight.
So much has been said about this matchup, Landon. We talked about it in the weeks building up to Super Gold 8, that Steve Anthony was really going to be the measuring stick, was really going to be the proving ground. Could Simon Phillips be ready to take that next step to the main event, right? We saw him come so close with Christian Blake at Iron Sharpens Iron. But he said, they don't give you Steve Anthony to prove yourself. They give you Steve Anthony when you've already proven yourself.
Listen, Simon Phillips believes he's ready, and that's half the battle.
According to him, it's the only battle that matters.
This place is about to become unglued.
Meanwhile, the Pro Wrestling 225 family letting the Defiant one hear it.
Steve Anthony letting Simon think about it.
I think if anyone's earned the right to take their time, it's Steve Anthony. Right?
You're right about that. And there he is, one of the most prolific wrestlers in the Gulf South. The exclamation point is ready to tie it up one more time in Houma, Louisiana.
We know the last time we saw Steve Anthony, it was here in Houma, in that street fight at Fright Night against Wardell Walker. And I think it's fair to say that Steve Anthony would have walked out a winner that night if it weren't for.
We cannot wait. Now that's the exclamation point right there. Get hype, stay hype. Anthony is ready for Simon Phillips tonight. There's no doubt about that.
Like I was saying, Steve Anthony very much could have walked out of Fright Night a winner in that street fight if it weren't for the hooded, masked man who came out and cost him that match.
A lot of questions still yet to be answered. You're right, that's the last time we were here. Oh. Steve has some correction. All right, try it again.
And his opponent, hailing from the heavens, undefined and sexy, 218 pounds. He is the leading cause of heart failure in women 25 and older. Sweeter than brown sugar, but still low calorie. He has made divorce lawyers richer than Amazon has drained bank accounts. The man whose name says it all, Mr. Action, the king of the 450, the exclamation point, Steve Anthony!
Worth every second.
That's a lot of nicknames.
I think Simon Phillips took a nap.
It sure looked that way. Careful with that shirt, that's worth a lot of money.
I know.
I only got 12 minutes, I was probably 6, huh?
Steve Anthony. Got the jokes. Just an incredible guy, incredible aura to be around at all times. But when that bell rings, this man is, well,
What was that? What were you gonna say?
well, I was gonna say this man's all business.
I think this is what is so endearing about Steve Anthony to the Pro Wrestling 225 family, though, Landon. Right?
Absolutely.
They know he is as tough as nails. He's as good as they come. But he wants to have a good time out there as well.
Dude's a real guy.
He absolutely just one of the most talented real dudes you've ever met. And it's exciting here. Simon Phillips, I mean this. I was gonna make a point about Simon Phillips, but Steve Anthony, I mean, this guy looks like $1 million.
What a test for Simon Phillips at this point in his career. Clearly ready to earn that heavyweight championship opportunity. If you're gonna do it, you're gonna have to go through men like the exclamation point to get there.
Well, and Simon Phillips has made it very clear. After this match with Steve Anthony, he will be in the Super Gold Rumble in our main event. So his eyes are on the prize. But if there's one person who you can't look away from, it's Steve Anthony. You will lose, and it will be over in 3 seconds.
Look, I mean, we saw that incredible performance last time we were here in Houma. And it's Steve Anthony knows how to put on main event caliber matches time and time again. And look at this, almost toying with Simon Phillips.
And it's going to be interesting to see here if Phillips gets frustrated with this. Not only, especially if he's going to get out wrestled. And this is what, look at that, incredible
Careful
pinning
now.
combination. How is Phillips going to respond? The last thing he wants is to be embarrassed by Steve Anthony.
Look, Simon Phillips did a lot of talk leading up to this match. That would be quite the embarrassment, especially getting pinned like that.
So what's your strategy, Landon, if you are Simon Phillips here? He's stuck in this side headlock right now. Anthony has the leverage advantage. But if you are Simon Phillips, how do you take down a legend like Steve Anthony?
Listen, when you're up against somebody like Steve Anthony, a lot of that strategy goes into play way before the bell ever rings. It's all about preparation. How much tape did he watch? How much time did he spend in the gym getting ready for this one? And let me tell you, just looking at him, Simon Phillips is in the best shape of his entire career so far. I think he's got a shot here tonight.
Steve Anthony gets a shot in, big chop across the chest, and Phillips whipped and reversed, up and over. Caught the leg, and look at Steve Anthony.
Quick on his feet. Quick with that arm drag and a hip toss, brings him over. Quick lateral press, and Simon gets the shoulders up.
Well, and that speaks to the experience of Steve Anthony, right? Was he going to get a three count on that pinfall attempt after the hip toss? No, probably not. But he's making Phillips expend more and more energy, forcing him to kick out. And now, of course, as he has him hard to breathe here in the submission.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the things we know Steve Anthony does so well. Wear down his opponent. He's able to be quick on his feet, but also slow the pace when it suits him. And look at these lightning fast arm drags.
Another cover over the top. Phillips kicks out at 1, and there's a little look for you.
Well, oh! Steve Anthony's not gonna take that.
Big mistake.
I would say so.
Oh, and he doubles down. He does it again. Is there anyone as brash as Simon Phillips? Was that a third?
Well, Simon, nice knowing you. Oh
Lighting
my
up the
God.
chest of the Defiant one. Why in the world would you want to piss that man off?
Got 3 points through the uprights. Only a 2 count.
Kick out at 2 from Phillips. And you can tell the demeanor or the exclamation point has changed. And a big right hand.
I mean, just punched the taste out of Simon's mouth with that one. And Steve Anthony goes up, but no,
Look at
Simon
that.
catches him.
Oh, and into the ring post.
What did I say? Simon studied the tape.
Oh,
Double knees to the back. Simon's got it right where he wants him. Hooks the leg. No, Steve kicks out before he gets a chance. But look at this. Right on the attack. This is exactly what Simon Phillips needs to do.
really, really impressive work from Phillips there.
This is what confidence will do for you. Being in there, we saw Simon was under a awful assault. And just like that, able to turn things around. He did not allow Steve Anthony to get in his head.
Let me ask you this. As Steve Anthony hollows out the chest of Simon Phillips.
Oh, man. Talk about heavy hitting action.
Oh.
Pro Wrestling 225.
Let me ask you this, Landon. Up and the top. Look at this just now, right hands.
This press just sitting on him.
Simon Phillips no-showed his match against Brandon Collins at Honor and Pride. Does he feel like this is the distraction? As he drops Steve Anthony into the middle turnbuckle there and stomps away. We've seen this before from Phillips.
Good Lord. Maximum velocity. Only a 2 count, but Steve Anthony is reeling here at Super Gold.
Phillips said that Collins was not worth his time, right? Steve Anthony is. Apparently Simon Phillips is only a prize fighter. Is that sort of attitude going to come back to hurt him?
Listen, Simon Phillips is ready to move on. In his mind, Brandon Collins and JTN, his brothers in Disobey, were only holding him back. Simon Phillips sees his potential, and listen, the dude's got buckets load up.
Speaking of, oh wait, caught by Anthony.
Trying to get that boot to face, but here he is
and
with
big time German with the bridge. And a kick out by the exclamation point. Simon Phillips giving Steve Anthony all he can handle.
and more. Look at these knees right to the temple of the exclamation point. Simon Phillips, really, really impressive. And you know, here at Super Gold, beautiful suplex. He needs to impress. All eyes are on Simon Phillips right now. What a performance. But can he get the job done? Can he find a way to put away Steve Anthony? Ooh, talk about the experience factor. man's traveled the entire globe.
We've seen that before from
Could be in
Phillips.
trouble.
Is that enough? No, just able to kick out.
Simon Phillips maybe showing just a little bit of that frustration creeping in there, Spencer. But wait a minute. Okay, Simon Phillips, refocused. Gets him up. Using that power. Huge power slam. Sets up Simon. He's gonna...
The Pro Wrestling 225 family begging for Anthony to get out of the way here. Phillips, oh!
Tried for that axe handle, but lands hard on his knees. Nobody home. This could be an opening for Steve Anthony. Can he capitalize? Able to roll out the way again. Hard shot with solar plexus.
Man, nobody throws hands like Anthony does. Whips Phillips across. Oh, and clothesline takes him down.
Simon quickly trying to get back to his feet. Steve Anthony expediting things. Big back body drop.
Look at that elevation.
Pro Wrestling 225 family getting Steve Anthony back in this thing.
Here we go.
Double underhook and oh man!
You can count to
What? Steve Anthony puts the exclamation point on Simon Phillips.
and he kicks out.
What a match. That's the kind of resolve that Simon Phillips is gonna need to show if he's gonna make it to the Pro Wrestling 225 Heavyweight Championship. Are we gonna see more of that kind of guts out of Simon in the Super Gold Rumble later tonight?
Plenty of business to keep taken care of here in the ring still. Big kicks there from Anthony.
I mean, hard shots. Oh, tried to go to the well too many times.
Uh-oh.
Caught this time. Simon's in trouble here. Plants it. And here we go.
We've seen this before. The king of, moonsault. Lands on his feet. Uh-oh, Simon Phillips, watch out.
Heads up. Oh my God. Suicide dive takes down Simon Phillips. Steve Anthony laying it all on the line here at Super Gold 8.
Can you believe that? Listen to Houma.
He is fired up.
He just about sent Phillips to the back row there.
Definitely did.
God.
Felt like this entire place just shifted.
Throws Phillips back into the ring. But wait,
This-
taking a little bit of time.
Simon not allowing Steve to get back set. Really smart.
Blocks it.
Has the damage been done here?
Head first into the turnbuckle goes Phillips.
Keep your eyes on the
Bang
prize.
again, look at that cross body from the top.
Did you?
Two. And another kick out. Simon Phillips refuses to die here at Super Gold.
Did you see the height Steve Anthony got on that crossbody? I've never seen anything like
He almost
that.
hit the ceiling. What is it gonna take?
Might be over right here. Steve Anthony got Simon Phillips locked in. Oh!
I don't think your body's supposed to stretch that way.
Oh, Simon's in trouble. He's in deep. He's got nowhere to go. The ropes may as well be in Alabama right now.
Wait. Bordell Walker is here at Super Gold. We know he's set to face Braxton Hunter later tonight.
There's some unfinished business between Walker and Anthony.
And look at that smirk. Anthony had this thing won.
Wait a minute, Simon with the roll up. Catches Steve by surprise. Steve's able to kick out. Simon comes up.
Oh, super kick. Thanks for coming, Wardell Walker.
Steve Anthony had eyes in the back of his head. Got him up. Look out. Oh no, takes out a referee with the airplane spin. Oh. Referee's down. Steve Anthony's not letting that slow him down.
But
is he gonna hit it?
Phillips is there in position. This is Anthony's moment, the king of the 450.
Take it while you got it.
Hits it.
Perfect.
And the cover.
Oh, come on.
Wardell Walker, a kendo stick to the back. Wow.
And oh my God, Wardell plants Steve Anthony. Why?
Oh my God. Don't tell me. Wardell now willing our official DJ Petrie to the cover. And I'm so sure Simon Phillips, who just notched perhaps the biggest win of his career, is going to take full credit for the work done by the ring wrecker, Wardell Walker.
I mean, look, take the match back to before Wardell Walker inserted himself into this decision. Simon Phillips did have an incredible showing against Steve Anthony, but could he have gotten the job done on his own? That remains to be seen.